It is time to lock in. When price action gets boring, most people just check out. But we're heading right now into a very important time for Bitcoin and for crypto. Starting this week, leading into next week, until the end of the year, things are going to get absolutely crazy. So there's two very important things we need to be paying attention to right now with Bitcoin. Number one, we are holding macro support, very, very important support around $107,000. Number two, this week we have two very important events. First of all, we have PPI on Wednesday, September 10th, and then we have CPI on Thursday, September 11th. Now, this is the last CPI before September 17th, where we get the rate decision, the federal funds rate decision, where right now it seems that we're either going to be cutting rates by 25 BPS. Some people even think we're going to get a 50 BPS rate cut. So this week and next week are going to be very, very volatile for Bitcoin. And so what we need to be doing right now as traders is we need to be identifying those key areas of support and resistance, making our plans so we can best profit off the volatility that is absolutely going to be coming. Over the past few weeks, we have been literally locking in tens of thousands of dollars in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we give the trade setups in advance. Let the community know when we are taking the position and locking in those juicy profits. And things are about to get even more volatile. So make sure to click the like button, subscribe to the channel, because we give you the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on the YouTube. We're going to keep it very, very simple as we head into these next two extremely important weeks for the crypto price. What we really need to pay attention to right here is the overall structure that we've been forming since April. This chunk of price action right here. What have we done? We have absolutely formed a very clear macro bottom signal in April as we bounced from the trend line of the entirety of the bull market. And this clear bottom signal is this. As the price dips down to touch the trend line, market Cipher B prints a big momentum wave followed by a smaller momentum wave, giving us what's known as a bullish divergence. So this is known as the uneven butter chicken pattern, where you have a big, juicy left butter chicken with the gravy, the ravioli coming out, and then you have a skinnier butter chicken on the right, very skinny, like the waitress at the diner. You know, that one that comes out here talking like this because she smokes so many cigarettes. She's got a raspy voice, and she works at the diner. She's got the Brooklyn accent. Hey, Jason Casper, how you doing, hon? You want another cup of coffee? Well, look at this. The price comes down to the level, and we see the bullish divergence, and that's where the price gets the big move to the upside. After that, what do we see? We see a continuation pattern. We come up, we get our first move to the upside, we get a little bit of resistance right here, very key at $110,000, $109,000, the value area high of the range. This is super, super important. This historically, since November 2024, has been the price where anything basically above this price is considered overvalued, overbought. There needs to be a correction to the downside. Now, right here, we saw the market try to give us a pushback to the downside, but instead of coming all the way back down to the bottom of the range, what did we do? We found key support at $100,000. In fact, we bounced right from that zone between the Fibonacci Golden Pocket and the 786. If we take a look here at Market Cipher B, we got a continuation right there. And of course, in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we gave the setup from 100,000 in advance, let the community know when we took the position, and locked in the juiciest profits. Look at that juicy entry. And by the way, guys, if you want to join the best trading community in the world, where myself and 3 other instructors every single weekday are streaming 3 times a day in all different time zones, walking you through the live price action, you can go to jasoncaspertrading.com, click the link to join the best community in the world. Also, guys, if you want to trade Bitcoin and altcoins, I'm currently trading on KCEX. Best deal on fees, 0% limit order, 0.01% market order. Is literally an amazing deal. Plus, they're regularly giving away thousands of dollars during my live streams. I'm also trading on BLOFIN, which is offering all these juicy prizes, 10% cash back. And they are also regularly giving away thousands of dollars on my live streams. And I'm also trading on WEEX. WEEX, another great exchange, guys. Very low fees, non-KYC. These are the 3 main exchanges I'm currently trading on. Links in the pinned comment and description. And after getting that juicy move to the upside from $100,000, we're currently now back testing this key area. Remember, this used to be expensive Bitcoin, above $110,000. But right now, the market is testing whether or not this is still oversold Bitcoin. And so far, the market is holding. Now, when we take a look at Market Cipher B, there are 2 very important things I see here on the 3-day time frame. Number 1, the money flow is continuing to get thicker. Now, the money flow on Market Cipher is a leading indicator This is telling you what is going to happen before it happens. All right, this is how we were able to get into the long trade from $107,000 on the lower time frames. The money flow was getting thicker before the price hit the key area of support. All right, if we go back in time a little bit here and we go down to that exact low, you can see, and I was making videos about this before we hit the low. Go back and watch my videos, because when we were still over here, we were looking at the money flow on Market Cipher B saying it's getting higher. We were looking at the momentum waves on Market Cipher B saying they've bottomed out. They're starting to get higher. All right, this is why in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, when we were around this area, I said the next dip to the downside is going to be the big one where we can then get into the trade. All right, just to show you that I'm not blowing smoke up your patootie. That's literally what I said. 4-hour money flow starting to go up, hidden div on the daily. Next big drop could be the one. And this is still when price had not hit 107,000 yet. We were coming up towards 112,000, but the leading indications were telling us that next drop was going to be the one. So the 3-day money flow right now on Market Cipher B is showing that more upside is very, very probable. In addition to this, we are about to confirm a green dot on the 3-day time frame Market Cipher B. Now, this is not just any old green dot, and I'm not a dot trader, but this green dot will give us what's known as a hidden bullish divergence. A hidden bullish divergence is as the price is making a higher low on a trend line like this, the momentum wave is making a lower low. This is a continuation pattern. This is literally what we've seen every single time we make a higher low throughout the entirety of the bull market on the weekly time frame. Now we're down here on the daily, the 2-day, and the 3-day, and we're seeing this right now. So essentially, guys, as long as we are holding $107-ish thousand and these bullish signs continue to print, I have to feel like the most probable thing that's going to happen next is a move to the upside. Now remember, we're on the 2-day, we're on the 3-day, so short-term volatility can absolutely happen. When you look at the last few weeks of price action, look, if you've been a day trader, there has been plenty of longs and shorts to take here, all right? But if you are just kind of chilling out, the Bitcoin price has kind of looked like it's done nothing, right? So don't get chopped up on a low time frame, but these high time frames, especially the 3-day, when this green dot confirms, it really makes me feel like we could get a bullish move this week. And we do have some very important news events happening this week. We have CPI, all right, the last inflation report that we will get before FOMC next Wednesday. So if inflation comes down even lower, and the market starts to, bake into the cake a rate cut maybe of 50 BPS, this could give us a really massive buy the rumor, sell the news event where we see basically a week starting this week of very bullish price action, allowing these bullish signs to play out. And once they play out, well, then obviously we determine once we come up, I'd say between $115,000 and $117,000. This is really where we have a make it or break it zone. Because if this is a top and we're going to see more bearishness from here on out, this here is going to be our lower high. But if we can come above 115 to 117, back test it as support, then I am very confident that we're going to see new all-time highs. All right, you can see $117 is not only the Fibonacci 618 resistance on Bybit USD, it's also the high volume node of the range. So something like this would even be able to get us into another long trade if we get the breakout, the back test, and then a move where I'd be targeting around $130,000, to be honest, which is a pretty good risk to reward ratio as well. So that is where we stand right now with the Bitcoin price action. I have to be more bullish based on our higher term time frames. I have to be looking for a move at least to $115,000 to $117,000, probably this week. I think Wednesday when CPI comes out, it's going to be a big make it or break it moment fundamentally, because if inflation comes out hot, then, I don't think that's going to give us as juicy of a buy the rumor, sell the news, leading into the interest rate decision, the interest rate cut decision. But if it comes out lower or as expected, then I think, we're going to get that big push leading up into next Wednesday, the 17th. And then that's really going to be the determining place where we decide, all right, are we really going to go for that last big blow off top here? Or are we just going to make a lower high and continue to trade like sideways forever and ever 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 and ever. So that's it for today's video, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. May God bless everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I pray sincerely that you and your family are blessed in many, many ways. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace!